In today's video we're going to Pixar, Place, Bubble Planet and a West End show. So this is the journey to the Pixar Place. Obviously the Elizabeth line, because it's my favourite and we had to change, so yeah. And then we get off and we go to another train. It is not as good as that train because obviously it's older, like it's the Jubilee line. It's not as old as some of the tube lines, but quite old. So now we're on our way to the Pixar Place. Basically at the Pixar Place, it's like some rooms, what a theme to some Pixar movies. Spoiler alert, if you are going, don't watch it because obvious reasons. It's in Wembley. As you can see, the stadium. So as we enter, it's basically this, full of Pixar stuff. It's quite dark in there to start with, but you don't really need to wait for your time slot either, which is really good. You watch a slight movie, which is basically a health and safety thing, and obviously you get to see the lamp doing its really good thing. Love it. It's so Pixar. So the first one is Up, which is its house. Him, can't remember his name. You got to find some balls around every room, which I do show you, so spoiler alert if you want to find it yourself. And yeah, it's a one-way system, so you can't come back to the room. Once you've gone through, you can't come back. This is a balloon-like stand. That's where the first ball is, on the porch. As you go in, it's basically inside the house. And these are the books and random collectibles he's got. That is a gramophone. And seating. Him, can't remember his name, but there's the second one. Now we're in Monsters Inc. Basically the Scream floor. There's the third one. Technically there's a fourth one, but it's just mirrored, so that's the Scream canisters, which if you watch the episodes, it's actually laughter, but I'm not going to get into it. Next one is Toy Story, where you look tiny. You look like a toy where everything's just giant, so you're not really tiny. Everything's just massive. There's Woody. I actually do know his name. That is a place. That's the Buzz Lightyear box packaging. That is the fourth ball. And that's Andy's bed. That's Buzz Lightyear. And next is Toy Story 3, which is the daycare centre. There's the ball, obviously, number 5. And that's Lotso. Yeah. Basically where the toys go because they get mixed up in the wrong box. So if you haven't watched Toy Story, but I think you should have. And yeah, they're the monkeys. Next is, I'm not sure, it's like the Elements. Yeah, Elements. I'm not very a fan of it, but obviously if you are, then good. I do show you the ball in this one. You do see it multiple times before I show you. There is 6th one, I think. I must have miscounted, but oh well. And then you got Inside Out 2, not 1, 2, where I show you where the ball is. They're quite obvious once you've seen it, but yeah. They're the characters. I didn't show you from the front because I'm an idiot and I didn't show you. And upcoming is the ball. There it is. 7th one, I think. Don't quote me on that. This is Ratatouille. one of my favourite Pixar movies. I don't know why, it just is. I wish there was, there's a seventh, eighth ball. I wish there was Wally in here, but obviously there wasn't enough room. Because Coco took up 2 rooms, only needed 1 room. Realistically, this ain't my favourite. It's Wally and Ratatouille basically, which was the last one. Yeah, they're quite hard to find in this one, the ball. Once you found it, yeah. I know I'm talking about the ball quite a lot. It's the main thing you've got to find before you leave the room. There is the 9th one. I hope it's the 9th. There you go, the second room of Coco. Basically, not even full of anything. It's basically the stand. I don't get it, but here you go. Monsters Inc. in here, but just an Easter egg if you really know. There is the 10th one. This is Luca. The weirdest movie I think in Pixar history, but that is another ball. Basically they go on land, they become human, and yeah, they run a race and they win. This is Cars. Basically petrol station, gas station. That is Lightning McQueen, and you've got the tow truck coming up next. Tomato, I think that's what it's called. And then the ball. Yeah. The Bubble Planet actually has a ball in it, but this is Nemo. Finding Nemo. That's Dory. That is a star. That's Nemo, and the ball's coming up in 1 second. There it is. And that is the last room before the gift shop. Sorry if I talk a load of rubbish. It's just, I don't know what to say half of the time. But this is the gift shop. They have fake loungefly bags, whatever they're called, I do not know. But next is Bubble Planet, just round the corner really. It's worth doing both of them at once because it's so close. It's not worth going back home and then coming back. Basically, full of bubbles and cool for the kids. I saw it in a video and I thought, yeah. I didn't realise it was in Wembley, but this is the first room. It's just a room where you walk and your feet interact. That is a room full of balloons. Yeah, that's all I can describe it as. And yeah, as you leave the room, you're not allowed to take any of the bubbles with you. This next place is a dome where you basically see a load of balls on a screen in a dome. Can't explain much more about that. It wasn't great. Next is the main event, which is basically a pool full of bubbles, where the guy, you can see the head, is bathing in the pool. There's the Pixar ball. Can't believe they link so well. Like, oh my god. Interactive place, you blow bubbles, you blow a balloon, you pump the balloons. This is the balloon section, as you guessed, / bubbles, because you're in a bubble planet. But apart from that, it's great, but also quite boring after a couple attempts. This one didn't work, as you can see that child doing. I couldn't see if it worked or not. So this next place is just full of balloons on the ceiling. Hopefully you enjoy these vlogs. If you don't, then why are you here? This is an icebreaker. You go down this ramp into the weird places like, I don't know what that is, ducks in a bathtub, and a swing full on a bubble place on the ceiling. A staircase to nowhere, and a light walkthrough. It's quite cool how the lights are just there. And the next place is the VR bit. The people up high are dummies, just to let you know, because, yeah. Basically you watch a VR thing and you go round a thing, and yeah. I'm not sure how long it was because I didn't time it. There's where you try and put a bubble around you, and this is the gift shop. It's quite tiny, and that's a party room. The gift shop, most of it's for kids. There's no adult stuff there and stuff like that. Now we're going to get some lunch, which will be Taco Bell. We're going back to Wembley, basically Wembley Park, to get on the Metropolitan line this time to go to Baker Street. Taco Bell's my favourite, and you can't say anything else. So we're waiting for the train. It's a newer train than the one we previously got on, and it skips out a lot of stations. Basically, Baker Street has the Waxworks Museum. Yeah, we didn't go there because I've been there multiple times before. So off we go. This is Baker Street. Baker Street serves by the Metropolitan and I think the Jubilee, and I think that's about it, but here we go. Taco Bell is over the road. It's only worth going to Taco Bell if it's got a screen, because it's better to order. Yeah, so much better. So after the lunch, we go on and get a bus. This is the bus stop where we get the bus. Drinks, yes. Sunglasses, yes. Technology is the main part downstairs. And jewellery, yes. Basically, technology section has power banks, phones, drones, cameras, and some weird bits, monitors, and cases, bags, whatever you can think of, it's down there. So now we're going to exit the shop and go to... Basically, about 3 hours later, we arrive at Titanic, the musical. Well, it's not musical, but Titanic. I don't even know why I said musical. I think it is, basically. But, yeah. It's a funny show. It's more for adults than kids, because there's an age limit. This is what it looks like inside, quite posh. And now we're entering the show. Basically, you don't see much on the stage because the curtains are down. And yeah, there was a German school trip there. Don't know why, but there was. That looks like the Titanic place. Now we're heading home. Basically, we get the Piccadilly line to a station from Piccadilly Circus. And yeah, I didn't think we was going to get off when we was on that train, but yeah. Now we're getting the Central Line to Epping from Holborn. I just thought we were going there. Right, this train wasn't packed at all. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Goodbye.